Good morning, all. In previous lecture, we have seen some examples related to Cauchy integral formula. So let us see the next examples depend on this Cauchy integral formula. The example is evaluate using Cauchy integral formula. There are two examples. Integration over the curve C cos pi z upon z square minus 1 around a rectangle with vertices 2 plus minus I minus 2 plus minus I. And the next one is integration over C sin square z upon z minus pi by 6 bracket cube dz, where C is the circle equation. The equation is given mod z equal to 1. So let us see the first part. So using Cauchy integral formula, we have to solve this integration. So what is the method or what are the steps for solving the or evaluating the integration using Cauchy integral formula? So for that, first step is whatever the curve equation is given, the curve is given in the form of rectangle. So curve is rectangle, curve is given as rectangle. So first step is we have to draw that rectangle on xy axis. Then we have to factorize the denominator as it is fixed given that we have to use the Cauchy integral formula. So the steps are the curve is given as the rectangle, so we have to draw that rectangle on xy axis with using these 4 vertices 2 plus I 2 minus I and minus 2 plus I minus 2 minus I. First plot these points, these are your complex points, convert into Cartesian points, that is xy point, and then plot these points and join these 4 points, we get the rectangle. So this is your first step. Next step is factorize this denominator. So z square minus 1 equal to, for having the factors of this denominator, take this denominator equal to 0 and solve that equation, we get the factors or we get the values of z, that is roots of this denominator. So first is draw this rectangle. So the points are 2 plus minus I minus 2 plus minus I. So here minus 2 plus I and minus 2 minus I, then 2 plus I 2 minus I. So these are your complex points or complex numbers. So from this convert these complex points into xy points, that is your plotting points which we plot on xy axis. So for that compare these all complex points with x plus iy. This is your standard complex number form. So compare these points, these complex numbers or complex points with x plus iy, we get the xy point as first is 2 and ith coefficient is y. So here ith coefficient is 1, here ith coefficient is minus 1, 1 minus 1. Then a real part, that is x values, are 2, 2 minus 2 minus 2. So the points are 2, 1, 2 minus 1, minus 2, 1 and last is minus 2 minus 1. So plot these points. So here here 2, 1 point is take two distance on x axis, 1 distance on y axis. 2 distance on x axis, 1 distance on y axis. This is your cross point, that is 2, 1 point. Then 2 minus 1 is x distance is 2, y distance is minus 1. X distance is 2, y distance is minus 1 and the cross point is 2 minus 1. Then minus 2, 1, x distance is minus 2, that is on opposite side. X distance is minus 2, y distance is 1. Y distance is 1, so the cross point is minus 2, 1. Then x distance minus 2, x distance minus 2, y distance minus 1, y distance minus 1 and the cross point is minus 2, minus 1. So these are your 4 points. Join these 4 points by drawing the line, we get the rectangle. So this is your first step, that is draw the graph whatever the equation is given. So the curve is given as the rectangle with these 4 points. So by plotting the 4 points and joining these 4 points, we get the rectangle. Next step is factorize the denominator. So denominator is z square minus 1. Take this equal to 0 and solve this. So this is a square minus b square type equation. So a square minus b square formula is a plus b, a minus b. So this is z square minus 1 square. 1 means 1 square, of course. So z square minus 1 square is z plus 1, z minus 1 equal to 0. Take this each bracket equal to 0. So z plus 1 equal to 0, we get z equal to minus 1. Z minus 1 equal to 0, we get z equal to 1. So we get 2 points, z equal to minus 1 and z equal to 1. So this is your next step. As these are the roots and the earlier step is your factors. Sorry. These are roots and these are factors. So factors are z plus 1, z minus 1. So the first step is factorize this and put this denominator in the form of factors. So the roots are minus 1, 1, hence the factors are z plus 1. You can take this minus 1 on left side, that is z plus 1. You can take also this 1 on left side, we get z minus 1. So z plus 1 and z minus 1 are the factors. So write this given example in the form of factors as cos pi z upon z plus 1, z minus 1. Now third step is we have to check that. First step is draw that given curve, whatever the form of that curve, straight line, parabola, hyperbola, or circle or rectangle. This is your circle. Curve is given as the circle. The next step is factorize the denominator and find the values of z. Then again the next step is we have to check that these values or these are the points z equal to minus 1 and 1. These points lies inside the curve. Curve is here rectangle given. So this minus 1, 1 point, we have to check that whether these 2 points lies inside the rectangle or outside the rectangle. So we have to check that. So how to check? So z equal to minus 1 and 1. So to check the points or to check these complex points, these are the complex points. So we have to first convert this complex point into xy coordinate, that is Cartesian point, and then check this xy point to this xy axis or to on this xy graph. So here z equal to minus 1 means this is complex point. Again compare with this as we have earlier compared this. Compare the given complex number or given complex point with x plus iy. So we get the point as minus 1, 0 because ith coefficient or ith term is absent. So take y equal to 0. Here ith coefficient is y, here ith coefficient is absent. So point is minus 1, 0. Then z equal to 1 gives the point Cartesian point is 1, 0. And we can't check directly these complex points on this xy axis. So for that we have to convert these complex points into Cartesian points. So z equal to minus 1 is Cartesian point as minus 1, 0 and z equal to 1 means the point is 1, 0. So check minus 1, 0 and 1, 0 whether these points lies inside the rectangle or outside the rectangle. So minus 1, 0 point, minus 1 distance on x axis and 0 on y axis, that is here. So the minus 1, 0 point lies on x axis. So sorry, here this is your minus 1 distance and y coefficient is or y distance is 0. So this point is generally lies on negative x axis. So this is your minus 1, 0 and then 1, 0 is here. This is your 1, 0 because this is your 2, 0 point. So it is obviously 1, 0 point. So both the points lies inside the rectangle. So that is your third step. We have to check that by factorizing the denominator, whatever the values we get, the values of z. Next step we have to check that these z values or the points lies inside that curve or outside that curve. So these both the points lies inside the curve. So in this there are types on the location of these points which lies inside or outside the curve. So if all the points lies inside that curve, so we have to use the partial fraction method. So here both the points are lies inside the curve. So same example we have seen in the previous lecture. So if all the points, whatever the points we get from denominator, so 2 points we get, so these all 2 points lies inside the curve. So for that the method is, we have to use the partial fraction method. So here both the points lies inside the curve or inside the rectangle, so use the partial fraction. From the example, use the partial fraction method for only denominator, that is 1 upon z square minus 1, that is 1 upon z plus 1 z minus 1. So 1 upon z plus 1 z minus 1 using partial fraction method, as both the factors are linear because the power of z in first factor is 1 and also in second factor the power is 1. So these are your linear factors. So use constants, 2 constants for each factor. So a upon z plus 1 plus b upon the second factor z minus 1. This is your first rule of the partial fraction method. Then take the cross multiplication on right side, a into z minus 1 plus b into z plus 1 upon z plus 1 z minus 1, and on right side the denominator is a into z minus 1 plus b into z plus 1 upon z plus 1 z minus 1. You need not to write this step, this calculative step. You can write directly numerator equal to numerator equation. So by cancelling the denominator, because left side and right side denominators are same, so the numerators are 1 equal to a into z minus 1 plus b into z plus 1. Put the values of z as, for that we have to take these two brackets, z minus 1 equal to 0 and z plus 1 equal to 0. We get z equal to 1, z minus 1 equal to 0 gives z equal to 1, z plus 1 equal to 0 gives z equal to minus 1. So put these values z equal to 1 and minus 1 in this numerator equal to numerator equation. We get AB values as 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2. Put these AB values here. We have 1 upon z plus 1 into z minus 1 equal to minus half upon z plus 1 plus B value is half upon z minus 1. So here by partial fraction we separated these two brackets or these two factors as this bracket, minus half upon first bracket plus half upon second bracket. So write this bracket instead of this in the given example. So we have given example equal to integration over curve C cos pi z into 1 upon z square minus 1, that is 1 upon z plus 1 into z minus 1, that is this bracket, by putting AB values into dz. Now multiply this cos pi z to this bracket. We have minus half integration cos pi z upon z plus 1 plus half integration cos pi z upon z minus 1 dz. Now now you can solve these two terms as two examples. So here, as the denominator factor is single, so we have to use the quotient integral formula, because if the denominator factor is repeated, then we have to use the next formula, that is Cauchy extension formula. So here denominator factor is only one, single, z plus 1, and here also the single factor is there, z minus 1. So use Cauchy integral formula, and Cauchy integral formula is integration of fz upon z minus a dz equal to 2 pi I into fa, and for that the a should lies inside the circle. So here z plus 1, so z equal to minus 1, and z equal to minus 1 means minus 1 0 point. That point lies inside the rectangle, hence use the Cauchy integral formula as, so minus half write as it is, and this integration answer is, the given integration answer is 2 pi I fa. So this first integration answer is 2 pi I fa. A value is here minus 1, because the formula is integration of fz upon z minus a dz equal to 2 pi I fa. Now the first part is cos pi z upon z plus 1 dz. with minus half. So here z minus a, so a value is minus 1 and fz value is cos pi z, and this a equal to minus 1, or the point is z equal to a, and here by comparing we get a equal to minus 1, we get a equal to minus 1. So this z equal to minus 1 lies inside the circle, hence this integration answer is equal to minus half, as it is 2 pi I fe. That is, this 2 get cancelled, minus pi I, a value is minus 1, so f of minus 1, and this value we get from this fz value by comparison we get fz equal to cos pi z. So to want f of minus 1, put z equal to minus 1 in this function. So in this fz function put minus 1, so cos of pi minus 1, so f of minus 1, put z equal to minus 1 here, we get f of minus 1, so cos of pi into minus 1, that is cos minus pi. Cos of minus theta is cos theta, and cos pi is cos 0 1, cos pi is minus 1. So we have minus pi into minus 1, that is pi. So the first half part answer is pi I. Then for the next part, again use same steps whatever we have used for the first part. So here compare this given integration with this left side of the Cauchy integral formula. So fz value is cos pi z again, and z minus a compare with z minus 1, so a value is here 1 and fz value is cos pi z. So what is the answer of this integration? This half write as it is 2 pi I fe, and this a value is 1, so f of 1. So here f of 1 value is fz value is same in the second part, that is cos pi z. So now I have written directly the steps, so I will show you the detailed steps that. So the next part is half integration cos pi z upon z minus 1 dz. Here compare this integration with fz upon z minus a dz. This is your LHS of Cauchy integral formula. By comparing we get fz equal to cos pi z and a value is 1. So what is the answer of this Cauchy integral formula? The right side of Cauchy integral, this is your left side, right side is 2 pi I fe. So it has the answer. Use this Cauchy integral formula for this. So take half as it is, and its integration answer is 2 pi I, 2 get cancelled, pi I into fe. A value is here 1, so f of 1. So find this f of 1 from fz, that is put here z equal to 1. So we get f of 1 equal to f of pi into 1, that is cos pi, and cos pi value is minus 1. So here pi I into minus 1, that is minus pi I. So write all values minus half as it is 2 pi I. fa value, that is f of minus 1 value is minus 1. So this minus minus get plus, this will be pi I. First half part is pi I, then 2 get cancelled, pi I into fa, that is f of 1, and f of 1 value is minus 1. So right here minus 1, so pi I into minus 1, that is minus pi I. So it will be 0. So here this example is of the type that the curve is given as the rectangle, and for rectangle the vertices are given. By joining these 4 vertices, we get the rectangle. Next is next example is integration of sine square z upon z minus pi by 6 bracket cube dz, where c is the circle, that is the curve is given as the circle equation, and circle equation is your standard circle equation mod z equal to 1. Mod z equal to 1 means compare this with mod z minus a equal to r square, so that we get, and its center is a0, radius is r. So if we compare this with z minus a, so we have z minus 0 equal to 1, that is center is 0 0 and radius is 1. So this is your circle, center is 0 0 and radius is 1. Then this is your first step, draw the graph, that is draw the circle. Then here in this example the factors are not given in denominator, but in the second part the factors are already given in the denominator, and the factor is only single factor is given. The factor is z minus pi by 6, and that factor z minus pi by 6 is repeated 3 times. So if the factor is repeated in the denominator, then we don't have to use the Cauchy integral formula, because Cauchy integral formula is for only if the denominator contains only single factor or one factor. If the factors are repeated in denominator, then we have to use the Cauchy extension formula. So the Cauchy extension formula is integration of fz upon z minus a raised to n plus 1 dz equal to 2 pi I upon n factorial f raised to na. And f raised to na means nth derivative of that fz, and then put, after putting z equal to a in fz, in fnz we get fna. So to get the value of fna, first find the nth derivative of fz, then in that fnz put z equal to a, we get f raised to n a value. So let us see the example. First step is draw that graph, that is we drawn the circle equation, center 0 0 and radius is 1. Then factorize the denominator. So in this example the factors are the factor is given, factor is z minus pi by 6, and solve that factor. By taking that factor equal to 0, we get the value of z. So here z minus pi by 6 equal to 0, we get z equal to pi by 6. So here the point is, now the next step is we have to check from denominator whatever the value of z we get, we have to check further that value lies inside the curve or outside the curve. So here z equal to pi by 6, this is your point we got from the denominator by taking equal to 0. So z equal to pi by 6, that is the point is pi by 6 0, but pi by 6 is the angle, so we can't plot that point on the xy axis. So for that, convert this pi by 6 into the decimal point number, that is put pi value, that is 3.142, and dividing by 6. So we have 3.142 upon 6, we have 0.5237, 0.52370. So this is your point, 0.52 means half of the 1. So this is your x distance, 0.52. Exactly, randomly we have to check that that point lies inside the circle or outside the circle. So 0.52 on x distance. So this is your 0.5 because this is your 1 distance. So this is your 0.5, that is just take the slight distance further, we get 0.5237. So this is your 0.5237 comma 0 point, and clearly this point lies inside the circle. Now we use the Cauchy extension formula. So to use the Cauchy integral formula or Cauchy extension formula, this is the basic condition for using this formulae, that we have to check the given points, z points lies inside the circle, inside the curve or outside the curve. So we have to check that, and then there are three cases on lying the points inside the curve or outside the curve. That is, if all the points lies inside the curve, then we have to use the partial fraction method, just we have seen in previous example. And if all the points lies outside the curve, then directly we get the required integration answer as 0. That is, we can take the integration answer equal to 0. And the third case is, if some of the points lie inside the curve or outside the curve, then there is another method. So here only one point we got, that is z equal to pi by 6, that is the point is pi by 6 0. So to plot the point on xy axis, put the pi value 3.142 upon 6, and by calculation we get this point 0.5237, 0, and this point obviously inside